And damn it. That's not good.
I think we'll do fine.
Donald, what do you think about all this? You're a developer. You've built buildings all your life.
Well, there's never been anything like this. It's disgraceful, and I hope we attack fast. I hope we find out who it is and go fast. Okay.
Why'd you want to come down here today?
I have about 100 men working down here, so just to spur them on. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. I have over 100 men out, and I hear doing an amazing job, so I just want to give them some support.
These are men from here in development?
Yeah, men from my company. We have another 100 coming in a little while.
And how long have they been down here?
They've been down here for about a day and a half.
What have you talked to other developers? Are they donating their time, their men's work?
Well, I hope they are. I haven't really focused on that, but we have a lot of people coming down here and a lot of people down here now, and they're brave guys. A couple of them got hurt, but I'm just want to spur them on a little bit.
What did you think when you heard about this?
I was just down to Ground Zero. Ground Zero is a disaster. I've never seen anything like this. I hope we act very quickly. I hope we find out who did it and act accordingly and quickly.
Do you have any plans to donate money to the Widows and Children's Fund for the fallen firefighters?
We've certainly I've done it over the years, and it certainly sounds like a good idea.
And welcome in to this episode, folks. As we remember 9/11, and we're going to go over a little bit of that. That definitely is not the right
wrong song.
Definitely made it awkward.
Yeah, I think I should go now and leave you two alone.
So that's the end of the episode, folks.
And we'll see you next week. Yeah, dude, I forgot it was September 11th today. It was just like, I haven't been sleeping much, but still, like,
shit, you feel so old, man.
Yeah, 23 years. 20.
That's
right. That's crazy. Like, I remember I just graduated high school when it happened. And it was like literally months later after I graduated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at college. I was a freshman at Kane University in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which was right across the river from the World Trade Centers. And yeah, I was in computer lit class.
It was me. You shit my pants.
It was Joseph Robinette Biden. Anyway, yeah, I was across the river, and one of the teachers came in and was just like, "Yeah, did you hear somebody hit the the World Trade Center?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No way!" And it was computer lit, so we were all on the computers doing stuff, and then everybody went, and as soon as we all typed it in at the same time, and it was there. It was just like, holy and I'm surprised, like, because literally Kane is in Elizabeth, which is right, like I said, right across from the river. Like, it's right there. And like, we didn't like hear anything or anything like that. but you can see the smoke from the dorms,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually within a couple hours, you could kind of start to smell it. And I mean, Elizabeth stunk. If you ever drove through Elizabeth, New Jersey, it fucking reeks.
That
It
sucks.
is. It is like because it's all like it's an industrial area. You know, it's by the Newark airport, so it's all industrial and everything like that. So it reeks. So, but we could smell that. Um, hello, meme lord.
Dude,
um,
I tried looking through some of like he posts collages of memes. I'm like, this is a lot for me.
listen, but we appreciate the fuck out of it because
Oh
it makes
yeah.
Fridays a lot easier,
Yeah, I was gonna say you're giving us a lot of fucking ammo, homie.
and
I'm
I
not gonna lie.
appreciate it.
I'm gonna have to look through. My ADD is a little bit too much for a collage of memes. I'm like, there's so much going on here, but it does help out a lot.
Yeah, especially
So
like
you're gonna be a star on our Fridays. I'm gonna tell you what.
listen, especially those like would you rather. Like
Oh yeah.
the one we're gonna talk about this Friday, which one would you rather? I already know who I'm gonna pick,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, um, but yeah, those are the greatest. Like, who would you rather sit next to in a plane? It gets
Uh-huh.
the whole area smells
My
hobo.
the one that we're gonna have a lot of hardship with is who would you rather save? Two.
No, I
Only
already
two out
know.
of like 10 fucking people. But
Oh,
mama, where were you at and all that whenever 9/11 happened?
I found out that I was getting my braces off and I was late to school that day. And my
Mm.
was driving me in. And when we heard it on the news and stuff. So, yeah. And
Yep.
it was like, and I had one of because I live not too far away from like an Air Force base. So a lot of like people that I knew and their friends, like all their parents were in military. And one of my friends' dads was actually in the Pentagon that day, but he was like on the other side of it. So
I gotcha.
so here, let me show you really quickly.
And I was one of those that like as soon as that shit started happening, I was close to joining the military to go in, but then also I had a bunch of military family that was like, you may not want to because we don't even know what's going on. And do you want to be sent to a war you don't agree with?
So the
mhm.
the
And
World
all
Trade
that.
Centers were right around here, and right around here is where Kane is.
Mm.
So literally right across. Like I wasn't that far away from it. And I was like, holy shit. And then I proceeded to go to my room, smoke a blunt and go to bed. Because I'm the worst at knowing when cultural things are happening. Like I'm literally the worst. Like I just was just like, I'm just gonna go back to my room. Classes are canceled, so I'm just gonna go smoke a blunt and just go relax. I lived in Chicago at the time. I was in a history class, and they
Mm.
immediately locked down the whole city. Yeah, everything was closed. It
You know
was
what? I still think it's crazy that just somehow, like, I mean, I guess what not really somehow, but a bunch of classes were like rolling in that fucking TV on a stand in places, and like people could see like the second plane hit and
yeah.
shit like that. Like you're showing kids in 5th and 4th grade this shit. How about just like let them know that an emergency is happening?
Yeah.
To me, it's like when you're doing that, you're visually giving them something to hate on. Then,
Just let them go home.
yeah,
Let them go
Yeah.
home. Had the parents come pick them up and let them go home. And that was
right.
another thing. Like when, like I didn't like immediately. It took me a little while, but I went down to the rec center where they had all the TVs and everything like that, and everybody was like gathered around watching what was going on. And it was crazy, dude. It was fucking crazy. And to not see any planes in the sky was the
Mhm.
weirdest fucking thing. You weren't allowed in
Right.
the city. Nobody was allowed in or out of the city. Like it was, and that's when fucking you first started to see like military people with with M4s, like when you went into New York and and at the all the ports and everything like that. Like before that, you didn't see it. Yep, they did that in my school, but
Uh,
we were already watching a documentary about World War II, and World War III almost happened.
yeah, right.
But yeah, man, it was crazy. It like I had like probably about 20 or 30 missed calls, and on my phone, my cell phone, because like I said, I went smoked the blunt, went to bed, and everybody was
Mhm.
calling me and trying to find out, what was going on with me, and I was just like, and I woke up, I was like, hey.
I'm sleeping. That's what's going on.
The one thing that I remember, except for being there, is I woke up to H to the Izzo, G to the Izzy. Was my chisel, my nizzle, travel down in GA. Jay-Z was playing on MTV. I woke up to that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, man.
I got a little obsessive actually, honestly, after it happened. Like just what I mean, I'm younger than you guys, but like I was obsessed. I watched it. I had the news on constantly in my
Mhm.
room. I wrote my diary how I was happy that George Bush was president
Mm.
instead of instead of Al Gore,
Mhm.
you
Yeah, how'd
know,
that work out?
because
How'd that work out? By the way, can we talk about how fucking Dick
it would have
Cheney,
happened anyway.
how Dick Cheney had us go into fucking Afghanistan, and now he's endorsing Kamala Harris, and everybody's like,
Yep.
yay! Dick
Well,
Cheney and
no,
his daughter.
Kamala Harris is like, yeah, there are Republicans that are like have endorsed me. Mitt Romney, Dick Cheney, and everybody.
That's the whitest Jay-Z rendition.
I don't rap. I'm sorry. I don't. I can sing bachata, but that's about it. I don't rap. I don't.
Oh, that
I
was
even forgot the
hilarious.
lyrics to it. I'm the worst at lyrics. Like I only know like the lyrics to one song, and that's because I sung it in choir for 4 years. But anyway, it was a Christmas song.
Oh
Carol
my
of the Bells.
gosh. Did you guys ever go to azlyrics.com as a
Oh yeah.
kid? I did all the time
I
to
used to
go
well
to
that I would
check out the lyrics to all the songs and stuff.
oh yeah. I used to go there all the time, well, because I was doing open mic nights and shit. So like any covers that I
Mhm.
was learning, I'd always be on A to Z lyrics and printing them out and having them in front of me and shit. And yeah.
It still exists.
It does. Does it have a new stuff?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
got
bet it does. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Megan
it's
Thee
got Jelly
Stallion.
Roll. Yeah.
What the hell is this over here? No, I don't want that. Stop. I don't want that
Oh
either.
shit, Stacy's in here. What's up? You ain't been in a
What
while.
up?
What's happening?
Oh my God, Stacy the vampire lady.
Yeah. What's happening?
Hi, Stacy. How's it been? It's been a long time.
I say, can we talk about how Dick Cheney shot a man in the face, then made that man apologize and nothing? Happy endorsed Kamala. Dude, that's fucking yeah.
What a
It's pretty
coincidence.
wild.
Kamala Harris has been shot in the face a couple times.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wipe yourself off, sir.
No, it's not. But yeah, man, uh, it's crazy, and it's so funny. And then now that Trump is president, it was president, and then you just see him all with all that stuff, and I just want to. It comes
Oh, what
kind of like,
stuff? What are you talking about?
huh? Where was it?
When you see
What-
Trump with all that stuff, what stuff?
with Trump being president, and then like him being down at ground zero at 9/11, and people just talking shit about him. Where?
Oh yeah, and they're like he doesn't care about the country or anything else.
Like he
Yeah.
was one of the first ones down there making sure his fucking people were okay. All those people that they're like, Trump never paid nobody because shut up.
Well, I just think that it's amazing that this guy was in politics for now, what, 8 years now?
Yeah, pretty much.
And he's the reason why everything went to shit
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah, it's his
Like,
fault.
all the country's
Yeah.
ills and things that have gone wrong in the past 50 years, it's all Trump's fault. It has
Mhm.
nothing to do with the Dianne Feinsteins or the Nancy Pelosi's, the Schumers,
Oh yeah, that's a video we played it right at the beginning. Trump sent his own team to help with the rescue. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing to
but-
do with the Mitch McConnells or anything like that.
or the
No.
Cheneys at
Or
all.
the Cheneys or the Bushes or no, no. No.
The world has been going to shit before Trump got into office, and he was the only one who. And I'm trying to find the freaking story. I can't freaking.
Well, he's
find
like the only real like celebrity or anything that really was like doing a whole lot. I'm sure there might be others who maybe donated whatever else, but that motherfucker had a team. think it was like 100 dudes or something that he sent in to help.
Yeah, he did it. With his, I believe, his own money.
Yeah.
I believe he did it with his own fucking money. And
Oh yeah.
And these people are just like, dude, like, come on. I'm trying to find the clip because it's one of the greatest clips where Byron Donald and I forget that other dude's name. They're telling a story about how Trump literally gave the guy from the Secret Service. No, he gave a Taliban leader a picture of his house.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, fuck around and find out.
Find out, Abdul.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, man, I can't believe it's been 23 years.
Yeah, that's what's pretty wild. That shit went by a lot faster than you would think it would have.
Those kids born around 9/11 now have families probably of their own or starting their own families.
Jeez.
But yeah, here's the clip.
Yeah, no, that's true. He's an old school Democrat. Yeah, he still is. He's one that actually, like, he may have positions that some of us don't agree with that are what should be. That's like the whole thing. Like the modern day right libertarian party or whatever is like what Republicans are supposed to be. So that's what's funny to me is that's what the Republican Party should be. And then now when it comes to old school Democrats, there's positions that they hold that like we may not necessarily totally agree with, but yet he's trying to do more of like what would be a Republican position, lowering taxes and other shit like that. But the whole thing with his 2A stance, I think that he made a mistake and now he knows it. Because there's a lot of people who gave him a lot of shit about it. So we'll see how he goes with that. But you're not wrong. He is an old school Dem.
Anna Kasparian said it. She goes, Trump listens to his base.
Yeah.
And none of the Democrats listen to anybody.
No.
They'll sit there and they'll tell you what yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, no, I'll do what you want me to do. And then they will do whatever they want to do. But Trump listens to his base. I think he was going to bomb Syria or something like that, or Iran.
Mm-hmm.
And then and everybody was telling him, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And then he was just like, yeah, we were about to send some stuff over there. And then, at the last minute decided not to. And we weren't going to send missiles over there. And that was a lot of his base telling him, don't fucking do it. I mean, I wish he listened to his base when they told him not to fucking sign the omnibus bill, for COVID, but I forget what I think it was off label when that the first Biden omnibus bill, it was 1.9 trillion. I took 330 million people, divided it by the 1.9 billion. We got 8.8% of that money.
Yeah.
That's it. 8.8. The rest, the 91.2% went to other countries, went to the Lincoln Center, all this other nonsense bullshit.
Yeah, which was ridiculous.
Like it's infuriating when you like literally look at it, like 8.8% of all that $1.9 trillion that they signed. We got 8% of that. And it's our money. Yep. People forget that that's our money. But yeah, this was a little piece of the debate last night.
All right.
The Taliban was killing our soldiers. And I told Abdul, don't do it anymore. You do it anymore, you're going to have problems. And he said, why do you send me a picture of my house?
I don't know if you caught that or not.
Favorite President Trump story. It's my number one favorite of all time. When we were negotiating with the Taliban, while President Trump was still the president, President Trump wanted to get out of Afghanistan, but he wanted a conditions-based withdrawal, meaning that you do what we tell you to do, and then we will start pulling troops back slowly as long as you abide by our rules. It's President Trump and Mike Pompeo, and they are talking to Taliban leadership in the room, and they had one translator in the room. President Trump looked at the Taliban leader and said this, I want to leave Afghanistan, but it's going to be a conditions-based withdrawal. And translator translated. And he said, if you harm a hair on a single American, I'm going to kill you. And translator goes, and Trump goes, tell him what I said. Reached in his pocket, pulled out a satellite photo of the leader of the Taliban's home and handed it to him.
Shut up.
got up and walked out the room.
Sure did.
Do you know for 18 months, not a single American was killed in Afghanistan?
Sure did.
That's the definition of strength. That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
But the world is laughing at us.
It's like, I know where you live, Abdul.
Here's your house. I'm gonna make it a Trump Plaza. I'll see you later. Bye. And he just walked.
He was doing early demolition for his new golf course.
Right?
I'll name it after you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Abdul
The Abdul
Abdul
Trump course.
The President Trump Abdul Golf Course. It'll be the greatest. There's no
Figure it out, Abdul.
But I mean, when she was saying that she's met with world leaders and they were laughing at Trump, and I'm like,
No.
you're fucking lying. You're lying. They're laughing. They're laughing because they want to cry. They were scared. Vladimir Putin said that he did not know if Donald Trump was serious when Donald Trump told him that he would nuke Russia off the map.
Mm-hmm.
And Vladimir Putin was like, man, he's Donald Trump. He's nuts. What do you want me to do? Like,
Well, shit, what was that? That last one of his last live things. Whenever they were talking about Trump, whenever Trump was saying that he would have the deal done in like 24 hours or whatever, and it was not too long ago, and Putin was like saying that he heard what Donald Trump was saying about making a deal, and he's like, "And we take this very seriously." It's like because they know Trump is not a bitch.
Yeah,
that's why they take it seriously.
Yeah,
they don't
because they know. Yeah, well, yeah,
they don't.
That's true. I was going to add more, but there's nothing more to add to that because it's true.
They just know he's not a bitch. That's like the main thing.
I mean, what can you add to that? Honestly,
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, and now once again, listen. People want to take the news and what people say literally. So this is what literally Vladimir Putin is saying. I mean, I know this lady knows he's fucking full of shit, but you can tell it on her face. But
favorite candidate, it was Joe Biden, but now he is not participating in the election campaign, and he recommended to all his allies to support Harris. So that is what we are going to do. So it was, well, he said that we should, that is why we should also do that. Well, her laugh, she's laughing, her laugh is so fascinating. It means that everything is good, and if everything is good...
Yeah, turn up a little bit.
It means that, for instance, if we're speaking about Joe Biden, there are so many sanctions against Russia introduced, and if everything is good with Ms. Harris, maybe she'll refrain herself from such measures, or maybe she'll change them. So in the end, it will be the choice of the U.S. people, and we will respect this choice.
That lady's face was like, yeah, we're gonna choose Miss Harris because Joe Biden said it's good, and she's like,
yeah, she's like, okay.
Right.
Like they want Harris in there because they know they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, the same as they did under fucking Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know it's business as usual. They're just warmongers who just want to start wars for money. Like we've said it before. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you want universal health care, if you want free college education, if you want free this, you want free that, stop giving our money away to other countries. But we need to. How do you sit there and talk outside both sides of your mouth? How do you at one point say we need free shit and we're the best economy in the world, and at the same time say we need to fund other countries because they're poor? We need to stop giving away our shit to other people. Yeah. We need to stop letting people into our fucking country. 10 years. 10 years. You want to come in here legally? No more
even
asylum.
5, even at least 5.
Yeah.
Like I'd give it 5. We could do a lot in 5. Like it
would
would help a lot.
Let me see. Because I say this a lot. What can you claim asylum for? Because
I think it's like 5 or some shit.
Okay, 3 ways. Let me see. obtaining asylum in the United States.
If we can give as much money as we have to other countries, we're paying too exactly. Yeah, we're paying too much of tax for that shit's like that. Yeah, and of course, yeah, Putin definitely does want her because she's weaker than cardboard. Yep.
I don't know. It should have been easier to find other than
yeah, it's like, well, with yeah, if Harris does get in it, like you said, it'll just be the same as usual, you know, more the warmongering, the, okay, let's not actually try to fix things. Let's just keep breaking them here and there and like make our friends money.
Right.
Yeah.
So they can give it to us in the back end. Hey, Peachy.
And I think it's hilarious that any of them keep trying to talk about any sort of like the environment shit or anything else because we can't even take care of what the fuck is happening now. And you guys want to talk about the Green New Deal and climate crisis and all that shit. What the fuck? Like,
not only that, the people who are claiming the climate crisis are driving planes all over the fucking place. Like it's like there's no. You got Kamala Harris talking about the Green New Deal and how climate change is inevitable, and then she's flying around. Then take a fucking horse and buggy. Then,
like no one is denying climate change. That's called the planet, dog. What people are denying is your climate crisis bullshit and being able to throw money at it like Magic Johnson threw money at AIDS. Like that's gonna fucking fix it.
There's a hurricane coming. Let's everyone get your money cannon. Like, throw it in there. Push it to the east. Push it to the east.
Listen, I'm gonna do the same with a tornado that I do a fucking stripper. I'm gonna throw change at it, okay? Just so I piss it off even more.
Oh my goodness. Well, no, but I've told you guys this before all the time. When it comes to like the climate stuff, they're making kids have climate anxieties, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like it got down to the point where my kid was 5 and he had a total meltdown for seeing a gum wrapper on the ground.
Oh,
and he's
I
like,
remember,
why? Oh, why? And I'm like, dude, we're in New Jersey. You're gonna find that shit everywhere. You're gonna need to calm down for a second. Like,
don't look around too much.
Yeah.
My favorite part is the same fucking people who are telling you that are now throwing in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024 are still using masks. Are using masks and throwing masks all over the floor. I remember when looking to fields of solar panels. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. The fields of, I wanted to address this real quick because the fields of solar panels, you know how you have to do an environmental impact study just to put up a fence in your yard? It's like, where are the environmental impact studies on a whole field of solar panels and what it will do to the vegetation and like the livelihood of all the animals there?
Exactly.
Wait,
well, and like even
an
Trump
environmental study to put a fence up.
I'm being facetious.
But
if you want to put a road somewhere,
I wouldn't put it past it down to be like, no, you have to do an environmental study. That's going to be $1,000 to put up a fence.
Well, because like what was Trump saying, which is totally true. Whenever it comes to like the wind, the wind energy.
Oh yeah, wind.
Like you have it is literally like a fucking bird minefield or like graveyard. Like whenever you go underneath there, because they're all flying into it. It's fucking ridiculous. Like you guys want to save the planet, but you're killing a lot of the other shit that's on a planet at the same fucking time.
Well, PG say the birds are flying above the solar fields and they're getting cooked from refraction.
Yeah.
Well, which, by the way, then you have Bill Gates coming out here and being like, listen, we need to block out the sun. Let's use aluminum bromide. Let's just spray that all over the air. As we have other companies now being like, listen, this is a selling point. We're going to have aluminum-free deodorant. So it's like, okay, you win some, you lose some. It doesn't go into your armpits, but like, guess what? It's going to get all over you, all over the plants and everything else.
Right, exactly. And like, I mean, whenever you think about it though, too, is one of the main things that a lot of people point out is if you start doing that, a lot of other shit's going to start dying off. like most
Right.
plant life and other shit, like your crops, because they're not going to get enough sun. Like
It's just a control thing. It is
it
such
is.
a control thing, and they want to control you in every single way, um, in every single way they can. And it's so like, because now they're trying to make us go to plant-based of meat. They want to manufacture meat because I you telling me McDonald's is bad. Now you want to manufacture meat out of plant-based stuff, and then you want to
telling
what
you.
are they? They have. I didn't
Oh
know they
yeah,
had.
mining for precious metals for solar power. Exactly. Yeah, that's the same thing with like making all these batteries and shit for even for the the EVs,
Mm-hmm.
getting all that cobalt and
Yep.
everything else. It not only does it start tearing up the planet and shit, but you have manual labor doing it.
You have
So,
kids and going into like caves
mm-hmm.
and tunnels
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
mining
And then
stuff.
go ahead and tell me where are the electric fucking backhoes and all this other shit. Oh wait, they don't fucking exist. So get fucked whenever you start talking about all this environmental bullshit, but yet there's no EV heavy equipment.
I can show you a backhoe. Anyway, about the debate last night.
Speaking of backhoes,
I had to. It was right there. I had to say
It
it.
was. Yeah. I like it.
I waited a second. It was right for the pickings, and I didn't know who was going to do
If we
it.
can't grow food, we will eat the bugs and like them.
Yeah. Well, I mean
Uh-huh.
that's the thing. Like I found out that they have
You have my attention.
Go on.
now they have
Well, a backhoe. In the traditional sense.
they
Uh,
what was I gonna say? Yeah, they have now that they have actual vegetables that you can't use to seeds anymore to grow more vegetables.
Uh-huh.
mhm.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, you can't. You have to buy them from Monsanto. And what happens is that they have the genetic code of those seeds. So if there's any cross pollination from one farmer to another who may be using like an heirloom seed or anything like that, they can get fined.
They'll be fined.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And
That's
like,
fucked up.
it is.
And that
It's
is true.
theft.
Backyard hens and the difference between my eggs and grocery store eggs is shocking. Oh yeah, my buddy
Oh, yeah.
my buddy has eggs and I've gotten some free range eggs and they taste better.
Oh my
I like
The
them way
yolks,
more.
I find that the yolks are brighter.
Yeah.
And you know that little bit of poop on the shell, it just mwah,
Yeah.
gives it the
Chef's
flavor.
kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Mwah.
Like
That's the love right there.
I make sure to flick it in the recipe.
To fresh, the farm to fresh feel, farm to table feel.
Gives it a bit of that extra flavor. No
Yeah.
salt, no pepper, just a flick of that shit, and you're good.
Little bitterness up in there.
Listen,
Picking
I'm
it
not gonna
up.
speaking of food.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating.
Look at the dog. He's like,
eating
what the
pets
fuck?
of the people that live there.
He's about to bark.
And this is what's happening in our country.
Can I just say I've said it before. We say it all the time. The fucking local news, or not the local, the news is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
The news is so much fucking garbage. I still don't understand how anybody believes the news and all these Nobel laureates and this person and 21 chefs said that fucking shoving an egg up your ass and spitting it out is better for you and cooking it like that. Like, how she was saying yesterday that every Nobel laureate said that under Donald Trump's tax plan it's so much worse. Bitch, your FBI said 21 FBI agents, 51 FBI agents said that the
51.
Russian the Hunter Biden was Russian disinformation, yet they knew since 2019 that they had it.
Mhm.
So you're gonna sit there and tell me, and people are still believing the news. And when they say no, Joe Biden, no, you're living a better life because we say you are. It's like, no, I go to the store.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. But I mean, watching the debate last night was just like,
What's up,
What
homie?
up, Lone Star? David Muir is a cunt. And that
Yeah.
other lady, that the one
moderator.
the one moderator.
Gotcha. The
Yeah.
one
You know-
carrying water. I see.
Yes.
Oh, that was bad. All right, go ahead.
He's just so.
I saw a meme of how the debate was, and it was that guy literally carrying Kamala Harris through a battlefield. That's why it came to my head. So,
Yeah,
I actually watched the part that I missed last night, and it was the part when Kamala Harris is like, his administration, they're like all about, we need to be unified. We need to be unified everywhere, especially in race. I don't know why he's saying these things. And I was like, did I just wake up from coma or something? Because
well, it's funny because they touched on
We
Kamala
all
Harris.
need to be woke.
They touched on her race last night, and this guy did a Google Wayback Machine to kind of show you a little bit of what happened.
Sir, do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a Black woman?
She was always of Indian heritage. She was only
Up a little bit.
Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black. I didn't know she was.
No, keep going up. Up.
Oh.
that's why he got his name, folks.
125th.
She's 125th Black. She's not even the 3/5. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So so in 2022 she was a third Black, and in 2024 she's only at 125th.
Yeah, so she's less
Working
Black
backwards.
in the 25th. No, so in her Wikipedia page, she mentioned Black in 2012. Black was mentioned 3 times in her wiki page.
Oh,
And
okay.
in 2024, it was mentioned 25 times that she was Black.
Well, that she was Black,
Yeah,
or that Black was meant. No, because there's a huge difference between, because you can do what Control F to find the word Black, and you have to understand
say that
during,
again. Say that one more
Black.
time. You can say you said it. You can say Black. Your Philly was showing.
Sorry, I'm getting a little pissy. So, no, what I'm saying is that, like, because there are reports about her giving money to Act Blue to help people from the Black Lives Matter movement and stuff like that. So that happened not too long ago. So I'm sure that there's a whole section in there about that.
Maybe. I mean, but she
and
was...
about any speeches or anything that she did at any Black colleges or anything like that. I'm just saying, you need shush.
Not even pulling it up.
Nope, I'm not even either.
What?
I love Jennifer.
I love you, Jennifer.
Fucking
hard hands.
Listen, I don't do this much, but I fucking love Jennifer. I'm gonna say that right now. You see the chat?
I see the chat. I was out of the loop for a second.
But yeah, so it's like,
that's great.
And the whole thing about her name and everything like that too. Oh my God, it's so loud in my ears.
I don't even know how to say. I say Kamala. It's Kamala, right?
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be. They're saying you're racist if you can't. It's Kamala, like a comma and then la. But
a campaign against Kamala Harris has begun. You'll notice they purposefully pronounce her name wrong. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. People like Kamala Harris. But as Kamala said, Kamala Harris. Kamala and I are Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris is Kamala.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
The Kamala Harris was a very
very good prosecutor.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Ooh, I thought
Kamala
that was
Harris.
going somewhere else.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. I know her. Kamala was first Biden and Kamala.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. And to the Kamala point, they purposefully pronounce her name wrong. They say Kamala. They do it all the time. It is on purpose. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris was talking about this.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Child.
Is it? Wait, so then what is it? Kamala?
It's supposed to be Kamala.
Kamala. Yeah.
Yeah.
But every time, but they go straight to, you pronounce her name wrong. You say she's not black. And it's like, we're supposed to be talking about like policies. And once again, it goes straight into, I'm going to tell you, go to a Donald Trump.
Come on, you hairy ass. I like it.
Oh,
once
my
again,
God.
This is where the news doesn't understand the culture. When you tell people to say it a certain way, people are assholes.
Mm-hmm.
They will do it the opposite way on purpose.
We're allowed to be. That's like, of course we're gonna be.
Yeah, but they don't understand. They don't understand the culture, and that's the problem with the news nowadays. They are so out of touch. These people, they're heavily guarded with bodyguards, with firearms that they want you to get rid of. They want you to get rid of your firearms, but they're heavily guarded.
Right.
They have security and all that, but God forbid you protect yourself.
Mhm.
You have people, especially at the RNC. When they were at the RNC, I think Laura Loomer was trying to talk to Jake Tapper, and Jake Tapper's bodyguards. And that's another thing. These fucking people, I'm sick and tired of these fucking these representatives of ours. Yeah, you people. Having these people that just come and try to cut people off. No, they represent us. I pay their fucking salary. I'm allowed to talk to them. If I want to have a conversation with them, I don't have to fucking set up an interview. Because there was a guy, I don't know if we played it last time here, but the guy was like, if you want to, you're not supposed to film me. And he's a local representative. You want to film me, you should ask or have an interview. You should talk to my office. Like, no, fuck you, dude. No, you're at a local county fair. I pay your salary. If I have questions for you, you're supposed to answer it. You represent me. I don't, but these people are so trained that they're above you.
And and also we are trained that they're above us.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, because I've talked to you guys about this a lot too, and I'm just going to repeat myself again. Like, it took me so long to realize that when I go into my kid's school, I'm not a student anymore. I don't have to act like, oh, I have to do what so-and-so says. Like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble. What are they going to do? Send me to detention? Like, you're so taught that you have to be subservient almost. And like, you're their subordinate. Like, you have to do everything that they say. You can't question. And if you question, you're just being a nuisance. And it's not nice to be a bother. You don't want to be a bother.
That's why I've been I've been this same person since at least fucking probably about 8th grade. Because when I got into high school, they had a real fucking problem with me because I didn't give a shit who I talked. Like, it would be the vice principal and shit. And if they tell me to do something, back, no.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
No. Like,
and then that's how Biz went to military school.
Yeah,
everybody.
I probably should have.
Got it up the tuchus.
That's a negative ghostwriter.
So he learned how to become a real man.
Yeah.
That's how they passed on knowledge.
That's
knowledge close in this motherfucker, right?
They were knowledge close.
Listen, so that's how the Greeks were taught.
Okay. Oh, is this that? Okay.
Yeah, this is moderator Lindsay is lying when she says no state allows you to kill a baby after birth. Tim Walz state allows babies born alive after botched abortions to be left
true.
to die.
The entire system works together to condition the masses. 100%
Yep.
true.
And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I
Up a
give
little bit.
tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
Thank you, sir.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
No. This is here's the thing though, because if you're an asshole, how do you defend this? Well, it was a botched abortion, so
Right. Well, but that's the
technically
whole
it was
thing. Is
already
that
supposed to be dead.
what is it? 8 or 9 states that actually do allow it.
Yeah.
And under Governor
Remember
Tim
when-
Walz, babies born alive in botched abortions were left to die. Then he removed reporting requirements.
Oh, is that what happens? Did they stop report? Like, is that what happened with crime?
100% people.
Isn't that what they do with crime? They just stop reporting things. Crime's down. It's because they stopped recording it. No cash bond. You're
They
allowed
even brought that up in the debate. They're like, well, actually, crime is actually down. He's like, the FBI is leaving out like the most crime-ridden cities in their reports.
Make me a sandwich. No, I'm joking. You know what does with the mats? I had to be it. I had to do it.
Would you
Sorry.
like an egg
I'm
sandwich
joking.
with special seasoning?
You want some pie? But here's Ralph Northam. Remember this?
Boy, if a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother. So I think this was, boy.
But no states allow that.
Well, wasn't it in New York? It was Cuomo had signed a bill saying that you can have an abortion up to the 9th month, and then they lit up the Empire State Building pink right afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I need to respond to this. Turd pepper, Jennifer. We need a turd pepper, salt and pepper shaker. Like, I need a salt and pepper shaker where it just comes out of the chicken's butt now. Instead of shaking it like on the top, you're just like, you shake it. I'm not going to do that motion because that looks really bad. You shake it on the bottom.
What do you do? Shake, Sonora.
Shake it
Shake
all the time.
Work. Ah, come on. I hate these. Now all these websites are doing this stupid nonsense bullshit where they do half the top. Like, what is half the top is like
nothing but ads.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah, it's so fucking annoying.
Here you go. Minnesota. Abortion remains legal with no gestation limit. Abortion remains legal up to 22 weeks after judge ruled that an 1849 law did not apply to abortion. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin announced on September 18 that it would resume abortions. Here we go. New York. Abortion remains legal until viability. Abortion remains legal with no gestational limit. Abortion remains legal to 24 weeks. Abortion remains legal to the 3rd trimester,
Hold on,
though
you
not
still
expressed.
Are you still zoomed in or no?
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, there you go. That'll help.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that I have to read it. California, abortion remains legal until viability. Nevada, abortion remains legal up to 24 weeks. Oregon, abortion remains legal with no gestational limit. Abortion remains legal until viability. Yeah. So don't tell me, Colorado too, New Mexico. So don't tell me there's no states that allow you to have a baby and then abort it.
See, I'm somewhat with this, but my opinion has changed recently on abortion and the to fit Davies. Fuck it. Let them weed themselves out. Eventually, those values, for lack of better word, will no longer be taught, which I agree with to an extent, but I'm highly against it. But I get the point of, like, they're gonna kill themselves off. It's so weird that they want it so bad. It's like, that's why they're trying to condition other people's kids toward it. Like, I mean, like, people have already been saying it anyways, but it just makes 100% sense to if they're going to be letting it happen to themselves and killing themselves off or sterilizing their children with these transgender propaganda bullshit and giving them all these hormone blockers and everything else. which is just sterilization drugs. That's why they're coming after our kids or people like us to try and condition them to be in that other fashion. But at the same time, in my mind, I'm like, I do not approve of abortion at all whatsoever. That's my moral stance on it. That's me, myself, and I.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and I also think that it's a shame that we're not talking about personal responsibility or anything like that. Doing stuff like that, is basically perpetuating like people being like
Right.
the constant victim on different things. Like, I
Oh shit!
it's a weird way of having people compartmentalize this.
Right.
What am I missing?
Jennifer with the $10 dono.
Yeah,
Have a great
Jen-
night, y'all. I'm
yeah.
hosting Eddie Block Films channel tomorrow night. So I'll miss your show tomorrow. We appreciate the fuck out of you, Jennifer.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jennifer.
Highly appreciated. Love it.
But yeah,
No, what I'm saying is that so what's happened now are these kids are being taught, especially girls and women are being taught to compartmentalize this stuff into being like, oh, well, it's not a baby, it's just a clump of cells, and stuff like that. But you have, I mean, and it's true, but you can find a single cell organism out in like Mars and it's life on Mars. Like, so people are going to do, the law is going to be what the law is. But the thing is, at the same time, you can't just be like, no, it's not that. No, it is. You have to be real with yourself, and people need to learn personal responsibility as well. Like,
the main thing is that
I don't want to get pregnant. Well, there's other things that you
Right.
can do, or just not have sex. I'm just saying.
yeah, you can also like
Why should I shouldn't have to. I should be able to do whatever I want. No, you shouldn't be able to do whatever you want, and you don't do everything that you want.
you should be able to do you want, but there's also repercussions.
But
for
there's
doing whatever
there's
you want.
repercussions of it. Yeah, which I mean that's the whole point of also if whether you're believing God or
I'm
not
gonna
is
get
the
off my
point of free
soapbox
will.
now.
I mean, if you have the free will, that like also you should be with a good enough dude that has a fucking dope ass pullout game, so he doesn't fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all sorts of angles to talk about it.
Fill
Like,
out this questionnaire. Number 1, what's your name? Number 2, how's your pullout game?
yeah,
Rate it on
Number 3, what's your credit score?
Yeah.
But no, it's like it's funny because yeah, personal responsibility. I'm sorry, sex is for procreation. It's not for pleasure.
It is.
Sex
yeah.
is supposed to be for procreation. That is what and we are animals. We are animals. Technically, we are an animal, and every animal in the animal kingdom has sex for procreation. Yeah, I get it. Feels great. It feels great to just leave it in.
Yeah. Strongest minds.
Listen, that fucking theme park is that water park is closed for now. But
I'm not gonna lie. Even though I have 3
Ew.
kids, my plug is pretty good because I could have had a lot more.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I said it before. I'll
Not
say it
sorry.
again. My pull-out game is as good as fucking Stephen Hawking. All right. Yeah, dolphins fuck each other for fun, no matter what. All right. Sometimes you just see a blowhole and you just want to stick it in there. Dolphins also try to fuck people on their period, which is weird. Dolphins
Yeah,
are weird.
which is true. Yeah.
Dolphins are fucking weird. But yeah, this was
Mind meld with each other.
This was an awkward exchange today. After you sit there and you yell at each other, well, not yell at each other, you go back and forth and tell you how horrible each other is. And then you come together in New York for 9/11.
Yeah, I mean, people think it's weird, but I don't necessarily think it's weird. What I think is weird is that Joe Biden is standing there fucking tunnel visioned. Nobody acknowledges his ass. That's what I think is weird. The rest of it is just like a presidential type of thing, and you have to kind of be that way and whatever else. I don't even think that that's weird. I think what is weird is fucking Joe Biden zoomed in on fucking whatever the fuck is going on, and nobody talks to the motherfucker.
That's when the ad roll kicks in.
Staring at a 4-year-old across from where they are.
Oh, we'll be getting to that, homie. Look at.
Everyone's yelling, "Die!"
By the way, I didn't fucking realize
he's the president.
Nobody acknowledges him. He's the Walking Dead. Dude, he's the walking fucking dead right there.
Oh, for
like,
real.
look at his hands. His hands are so cryptic.
Like, I know it's just like.
Are they gray? Oh, it's just the lighting. Everyone's hands look gray.
Yeah, but yeah, that is weird. Actually, everyone's hands look like they're dead.
I swear to God, he's got like one of those interior interior skeletal structures, like in that movie Elysium with Tom Cruise or whatever it is, and he's just he's under the suit. He's just all mechanical. He's just not even. He's just the guy looks. He looks.
It's motherfucking iRobot with skin on it.
He is. He's not. And then fucking stupid Bloomberg, Chuck.
I fucking hate that guy.
That guy's such a scumbag.
The funniest thing he ever said was they're trying to help the retarded kids. That was the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. I was like, do
you have that clip? Can you
I'll try to find it. I'll try to find it.
That's one of the greatest.
It's gotta be on Twitter.
By the way, JD Vance is taller than Trump. I didn't think JD Vance was that fucking tall. JD Vance is like 6'5".
Vance is actually pretty fucking tall, yeah.
Yeah, he's like 6'5", 6'6", because Trump is like, I think 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't realize how fucking tall JD Vance was. But yeah, these are all the. And there he goes with that dumb fucking smile.
You still think he's gonna make it until January?
Joe?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Maybe
he might.
It's bad, man.
Dude, have you seen Carter lately?
Like the Crypt Keeper?
Dude, Carter's like, I saw a picture of Carter like a couple months ago. He's just like this. Like, I think Carter's just trying to make it until Biden is officially out, just so Carter can go, I'm not the worst president in the world.
He's like, yeah, exactly. He's hanging the fuck on.
Worst president ever. And he's done. And then Carter go. Because, like, this dude is just, he's been in hospice for 6 months now.
I still have that fucking meme, the dirt locker, and it has fucking Jimmy Carter, where he's like,
he is just holding, he's just like, please, God, let me just get through Joe, just so I could say I was the worst president. Please,
right?
please, God, let me just make it. Let me just make it.
All
and then Joe's here going, I'm gonna beat you to it, pal. Let's see who gets there first.
Uh-huh.
But the best is this lady just screaming, we love you, Donald. We love you. And she's just got to sit there and take it.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Right in front of the sitting president. It's loud and clear.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you, Joe. Donald, we love you. There's nothing worse than being in a fucking crowd of people and just hearing that New York accent like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yo, Joe, go fuck yourself. Donald, we love you, bro. Donald, get back in the office, bro. We love you.
That shit's great.
Oh, man.
I love how savage Americans are.
Just
all right, here we go. I found the clip. This is fucking great. This is the only time that I have ever liked or laughed at anything that Chuck Schumer has ever said.
Yeah, I mean, I have found that my whole career. They wanted to build when I first was assemblyman. They wanted to build a congregate living place for retarded children. The whole neighborhood was against it. These are harmless kids. They just needed some help.
And he said it the most New York way possible. Retarded children. They wanted to help. Everything else was fine. Except we got to help the retarded children.
The only older ones that I've really watched is like Reagan. And definitely Ron Paul, some of his, because Ron Paul made such good points on shit, and they like tried to laugh him off stage for saying we don't need to be in war and shit.
I would love to.
The older debates were way better. They weren't like high school fucking fucking drama contest like it is now. Like I'm sorry, even though I like Trump and all, like everything now is like professional wrestling and high school drama bullshit. It's not really like they'll somewhat hit on policies, but they don't exactly say what they will do and shit. Like I don't think any of it's really any good anymore. I'm sorry, but even this last debate, like the one against Biden was a little bit better. It was like he kept more of his cool and it was more to the point and shit like that. But this debate with Kamala, it just still had that real like high school drama kind of spatting at each other type of shit. I thought the older debates were better back in the day.
I gotta find it really quickly because somebody made a meme. Somebody memed her first, like, because she came out and they asked her a question, she didn't even answer it. The first question right out the bat. There it goes. We should do that. You know what we should do? We should do that one show is just watch an old school debate, like a Nixon versus like Mondale or whatever it was, or whoever was going against.
That would be pretty
watch
dope.
and just see how it used to be. But yeah, this is literally out of the gate. First question.
When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid. And I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America.
Yeah. Let's look at those numbers really quickly.
Right.
This is since she took office. And listen, I'm not going to say these numbers are exactly correct, okay? But this is what it feels like, okay?
Well, but the whole thing is though too is it's like it's not even since she took office because she technically didn't. She's vice president, but she backs all of this is what happened, and she will not go against saying that some of it is better. And this was Joe Biden and his administration. She's part of it, so it's like she could have also been saying that this is not good, but did she? No.
better hear his word there. But I mean, dude, it's gotten so bad. Like baby food. So new parent. By the way, Stacy, I'm a dad. I became a dad 2 Fridays ago. You've missed a lot, madam. You've been gone for a long time. I've been divorced. I've been, moved on. I live in Kansas City now. You've missed a lot. You need to come back.
I'm still me.
Yeah, I've had 3 lifetimes since you left. But yeah, like all this shit, like groceries, and once again, it's they tell you, like Don Lemon was going around asking people, well, how do you feel about the economy? And they're like, no, the economy's worse. And well, no, the numbers say. I don't give a fuck what the numbers say. I give a fuck that I go to the store and the same thing I bought 2 months ago is now different. I care that fucking processed Kraft cheese is $5 or what was it, $8 for a 40 pack? Like
Tupac and Biggie came back and performed a concert on the show in your ass.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
I almost wish, bro. That would be
lots.
Congratulations.
But when you're sitting there and you're telling people, like, no, this is why it's better. Like, I don't feel it's fucking better. I go to the grocery store. It's a fucking half a paycheck to buy the stuff that I need to live.
Right.
And then gas is what for here. It's $3 and change about for gas. It fluctuates between like $2.97 and $3.09.
Mm-hmm.
Trump took off it when Trump left. Even in the fucking height of the pandemic, it was fucking $1.80 something. When I was in Jersey, it was almost $2 in Jersey. And so like, and the gas tax, the tax there is insane. But
oh yeah, I can't imagine what it is now for gas there, because it's like fucking $4. It was a little over $4 not too long ago. It's back under $4 here, and I'm in Indiana, which isn't too bad. But then I go to like Kentucky and Tennessee and shit were better. Michigan is better on gas than here as well. But yeah,
it's $2 and for premium. Yeah. I was putting premium in my fucking truck, dude. It was great. I had a truck at the time. I was throwing premium gas in it. It was like 25 to 30 gallon tank. And I was putting premium in. It was nice. I didn't live too far from where I worked. It was,
right.
But like, yeah. And now they just want to be like, nope, it's the best it's ever been.
Yeah.
For who?
Fuck you.
For the Ukrainians that you keep giving our fucking money to?
Oh yeah, paid $3.59 for regular tonight. Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, but everything's fine. Don't believe your lying ears or eyes or your lying wallet. Don't believe your lying bank account. Don't believe any of that.
Oh shit. I had to stage. I wanted to show this because once again, Yamanika, whatever her name is.
Like he showed the picture and it's like, ah.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. His eye makeup is atrocious. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
If he looks like fucking. He looks like he's in what's that band? My Chemical Romance. He looks like he wants to be fucking. I'm not okay.
Yeah, whoever's doing your makeup, Vance, stop it.
Yeah, tell your Indian wife to stop doing your fucking makeup.
Yeah.
But yeah, my question to JD Vance last night in Philly: what do you say to Haitian Americans and Haitian immigrants who say spreading false claims about them puts their lives at risk? How about you stop making false claims about Donald Trump and putting his life at risk? How about you stop saying MAGA, dude? Biden used to try and carry on. Yeah, I know. You ain't kidding. I mean, stop. How about you stop saying MAGA Republicans? How about you stop calling people maggots? How about you stop saying that Republicans want people dead?
Yeah, but Trump is so divisive.
I know, and it just the smugness of this woman.
Competence of Kamala Harris.
Senator Vance, what do you say to Haitian Americans and Haitian immigrants who say spreading false claims about them put their lives at risk?
Well, I don't think that no one has spread false claims. What they've said is that a small migrant community, 20,000, so it's big for the city of Springfield, but it's small compared to all Haitians in the United States.
Mind you, my guyliner make guyliner great again.
Why is it that guys always get like the best eyelashes? It's not fair.
I don't know. I've been complimented on my eyelashes before. It's the weirdest thing. Someone told me, you have really nice eyelashes. I'm like, that's the weirdest compliment I've ever met. Just tell me I'm ugly and just walk away, please. That'd be great.
If it's from
No,
a woman,
Davey's like,
it's because she's like, fuck, I wish I had your eyelashes so I wouldn't have to pay for all this mascara.
But you take this deep. Never mind. And anyway, by the way, Springfield, Ohio, is a population of 60,000. They had
20,000.
They had an influx of a third of their population of migrants.
States of America, that small migrant community has caused a lot of problems. It's led to higher rates of communicable diseases. That's a verifiable fact. It's led to animals disappearing. Many of my constituents have said that has been happening. It's led to higher home prices. That is a verifiable fact. So this influx.
But hold on, I'm sorry. You see the kid in the back?
Where?
This one?
Nope. You got to push play because he's hidden by this dude on the
to
right.
a lot of.
But you said that
Okay.
You get the one eye from the kid.
This guy right here.
Yep.
I gotta see him now. Now it looks.
With that fucking heinous nostril right above.
All right, hold on.
This guy's mustache is just making him look diabolical.
All right. Play the tape back. And I apologize. I'm like derailing you guys.
That's okay.
Like, what the
I'll be right back. Yeah.
This beautiful chocolate gentleman right there. Who's this?
He
What?
looks like he's about to like put someone down.
He does, dude. Okay, I gotta use a bathroom, but he looks like he's ready to like shoot somebody with some like cyanide or something. He's like, I'm gonna take this guy down.
He's gonna take. I'm gonna
Like
take
that's
this
the
bitch
guy
out.
that has the heart attack gun, like
Right?
for sure.
But let's play a quick game and go. He said my constituents are telling me these things are happening. Where do you think she's gonna go?
But you're not Haitian. I don't know.
I mean, close.
Okay.
immigrants have eaten animals, and city officials have said that that's not true.
City officials have said that's not true. That's not actually accurate. What they've
The
said.
Springfield
is
city
that
manager said there's no evidence.
Just like Aurora, Colorado, saying that there's no problems that migrant gangs were taking over those complexes. What was happening is that they were condemned, so people were asked to leave. Meanwhile, the people who lived there were saying that it was being overrun by gangs. And they just
I
arrested
see.
13 people.
But the landlords are the one that sent the gangs in there to get everyone out because it was condemned. You see,
Yeah.
They're paid contractors.
Yeah, that's and then it turns out that the city officials were whatchamacallit. Then when they had that little protest of the migrant people that were there at some of those places, it was realized that the city officials and a local organization, the city officials paid a local organization to go there and help them protest. So the city officials are in on it. So of course the city officials are going to be like, no, everything's good. Everything's fine.
You're talking to a guy who's part of the MAGA Republicans who think the government is full of shit. And so you're saying that a government official said that it wasn't happening. He's going to be like, oh, well, since they said it's not happening, then it's not happening.
Because I don't live in Ohio, and I'm not. Those people aren't my constituents because I'm not the congressman in Ohio, and I don't talk to those people. But you telling me that if the city officials are telling me it's great. Once again, everything's okay, guys. The economy's great. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing to see here, folks. Everything's okay.
That immigrants are eating animals, and you have been saying, and Donald Trump just said on stage that they are eating animals.
Would
I'm
you like me
asking
to answer
you.
the question?
Yes,
Would you
I'm
like to
asking
keep
you.
interrupting me?
I'm asking you. What
Can you answer?
Go ahead.
Can you ask the question and then let me answer it?
Yes,
the
please.
city manager said there's no verifiable evidence. A lot of residents on the ground have said that there is. That just means the city manager, I think, isn't fully in touch with what's going on the ground there. I've heard from many of my own constituents who have seen these things with their own eyes, who have seen these abductions with their own eyes, who have seen geese being taken out of local parks and slaughtered in front of their eyes. What do I think is a bigger problem? Insulting 20,000 people, or the fact that my constituents can't live a good life because Kamala Harris opened the border? I think it's Kamala Harris needs to do her job.
A lot of these Haitian
and make
immigrants
people
have
happier
moved
and healthier in this country.
A lot of Haitian immigrants have moved.
They're just activists. They're just activists. And to sit there and lie to the American people that we can see this shit with our own eyes. We see the video after video.
Believe your lying eyes, Davey.
Why my chat? Your chat works. The kid, not the twink. The kid, not the twink. Davey. Sorry. By the way, can I just say JD Vance has some magical eyes. He really does. Those are those crystal baby blues.
I was gonna say his face looks like it could be one of those CIA masks.
Oh, might
I'm
be.
telling you, every time I see him, I'm like, "You're not real.
You're not real, man."
You're not real." All right,
Yeah.
I can't do this.
There you go. Get focused.
You know, not like this girl.
Okay, Springfield, Ohio
Up
resident.
a little bit.
30
There you go.
years. Okay, been here my entire life. And since we are trending right now all over social media and people are wanting answers from the residents, I figured I would chime in. Might be an unpopular opinion that people want to hear. Yes, we have a Haitian Creole immigration issue. In the last couple of years, they have dropped off 20 to 30,000 immigrants. The last year to 6 months has been insane. They are dropping them off by the busload. When I say busload, I mean the Greyhound busload full. They are taking them to the gas stations and dropping them off by the busload. But the big thing that I wanted to address, have I personally seen any videos or public reports of the Haitian Creole community stealing cats and dogs and eating them? No. The video that is going viral of the woman who killed and ate the cat is not from Springfield. Do I know for a fact, and have I seen with my own eyes, okay, a Haitian Creole immigrant killing ducks? Yes. They are killing ducks at our reservoir and at our parks. They are chopping their heads off and they are cooking them up. They are also gutting animals up at the reservoir and roasting them, goats, pigs, that kind of thing, which, you know, obviously isn't illegal. but the way that they're doing it and leaving things is just ridiculous. They have completely trashed our reservoir. I mean, overloaded with trash. It's really sad. There's 20 to 30 tents out there that they are sleeping in, and again, just completely trashed.
But yeah, they're making it into a shit fucking hole. They're
Mhm.
making it into a shithole. Is basically what she's getting at. And dude, it sucks. I literally so I was driving through KC the other day, and there's
Missouri
a
or
portion,
Kansas. We had that conversation last night. Okay,
Missouri.
I need
Missouri.
clarification.
When I'll say Kansas City, Kansas. When I say KC, it's Missouri.
Okay.
Casey Mo.
Yeah, KC Mo. I was driving through KC Mo, and so it's one of those.
Hey, that's disrespectful to the shitholes.
And so it was one of these four-way, like it's a major highway, and two lanes went in two different directions, right? And on the side is a giant wall and like the barrier, and there's a section that's kind of shaped like this, right? And it's, I'd say about I want to say about 20 by 10 section. There's an encampment in there. So literally, it's an encampment on a highway, and they've got tents and everything like that for people to sleep. Like, how is that allowed? How do we allow that to happen? And nobody says anything about it. Like, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous that they, once again, you're shipping truckloads of money to other countries, and we have people living on a fucking highway.
Right.
Yeah. Well, okay. I know that there's also some people out there who are homeless who like to stay that way. I don't think it's I don't think it's the vast majority at all. But I will say, like, in my town, if you are a panhandler, you actually have to register with the city. They give you a badge, and then they put their Cash App on their signs. Cash App me at.
Dude.
So it's like, even though you don't have a home or whatever else, guess what? You're still going to pay taxes some way or another, fuckface.
Yeah, not only that, like you don't have a home, you don't have anywhere to go, and you have no money for nothing. How the fuck do you have a cell phone?
Obama phones, remember?
Yeah,
Like,
the Obama. Yeah, government issue, dog.
And I listen. I hate when I see a homeless person with a dog. Like, I do. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
I'm
It's the
sorry.
worst.
Yeah. Like, I understand you need a companion and whatever to get you through life, but you can't afford to feed yourself, and now you have a companion with you that you
What
have
if
to
it's a morality test, though? What if they keep it around being like, if I ever feel like I need to eat this, then I need to get help?
Are they Haitian?
No.
Well, what was it that
They're like, when I eat this, I'll get help to eat it all.
that joke that I made one day about all preppers that have pets have a plan to one day eat that pet in case shit goes down. I mean,
but yeah, this is I don't know who sent this video in the chat, but here's another thing that, but we're trying to get people off, Haitian immigrants. The government always find a way to get there. Of course. Of course.
Well, but we're not too far removed from all that stuff going down in Haiti, and having the Haitian Lord, the barbecue man or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's still fresh in people's minds. Like, he was eating people.
Yeah. Is he still in charge there? I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't heard shit about him.
Someone compiled the
It's people. They're eating the people. I'm done.
Springfield, Ohio residents are complaining about Haitian migrants crashing cars. Someone compiled a video of the alleged incidents. Kamala Harris's open border policy has brought 20,000 migrants to the town of 60,000. Mayor Rob Roon has warned that the influx is straining public services and causing a housing crisis.
Holy shit.
Ugh. I'm just asking, how do they know that all these people are Haitian, though? I'm just asking. I have to ask these questions because this is how fake news gets perpetrated.
I know.
That's
I
true.
know. Listen, this is what they're reporting. This is what.
Okay.
This is what Tacos and Jihad put up on his TikTok account.
Reliable source.
This is
A reliable
reported,
source
ladies and
is
gentlemen.
right here.
Reporter on the street, Tacos and Jihad, has give us our film today.
Oh shit!
You can't park there. That's the same one before.
Gonna take a freight train down at the station. I don't care.
Oh my god!
After an SUV crashed into it on Friday, man learning how to drive crashes into the Springfield church.
Damn.
Oh wait, that one says another accident caused by a Haitian right by the school. This has to stop.
How are they getting all these vehicles?
That's what I want to know.
Well, it looks like he's just compiling it from TikTok videos and just recording it off of TikTok videos because
Someone's gonna get killed.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying that it's an influx of this. Look at that. Look at that. Listen. Do we know if it's absolutely 100% correct?
Yeah, most likely stealing them. Yeah.
No, we don't.
Well, here's the thing. So during the debate last night, everyone's saying, "Oh, Kamala Harris did a great job." Like, if she spoke like one sentence that was coherent, she already did a better job than Joe Biden. Okay, so
remember the receipt or EBT and cash for an illegal?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still iffy about that one. I don't know if that's 100%.
Are you talking about like if you could house them, Rich, like housing them, and you had all those reports of like people housing immigrants illegal border crossers in their homes, and one lady's like, yeah, they're like doing my laundry and making me dinner and stuff. So we're going back to indentured servitude. Okay.
Yeah, and I remember. Yeah, I've seen some about that. I thought it was like 3,500 or damn near $4,000 in assistance, and yeah.
So here's one of them.
So real quick, I just wanted to say because with all this going on, the one thing that Kamala Harris cannot win on at all in any of these debates is her job at the border. She cannot talk her way out of it. There's nothing that she can do because the facts are the facts, Jack. Like that's what they are. Jack. That's a fact, Jack. Like it is what it is. She could have done something and she didn't. How many, if you are in control of the border, if the baton has been passed down to you to be in charge of the border and you only go down to the border how many times? Once in 3.5 years. Are you effing kidding me? The vice president, no one gives a shit about you. You should be there every fucking day. They don't care about what you do.
The problem is that, she was never the border czar now. Now she had nothing to do with the border. They never told her that, and the news will go, she was never the border, even though the same fucking teleprompter
and she was never Indian.
Yeah. The same teleprompter readers will tell you she wasn't the border czar. Meanwhile, when she was the border czar, I believe it was March 21st, 2021 is when she was appointed the border czar. It's on the White House website. She did nothing.
Facts.
Yeah.
Judge Phil Brown said so. She a hoe.
This is one of the receipts that Rich was talking about. So you see it says, let me share this one. EBT food balance, $5,584. So yeah, I mean, they're just
see. I don't even remember regular legal Americans getting that much on EBT.
I don't remember regular legal Americans getting that during fucking COVID.
Yeah.
Getting our
Yeah.
own money of where, that we paid for. No, we were told you'll take $1,400 and you'll like it.
The
And
EBT system is actually really bad though too. Like the stuff that they put on there, that what people can buy and stuff on there, and what they can't is bonkers.
Yeah, the only thing you can buy is hot food. That's it. Everything else, and you can buy anything at a supermarket with an EBT or WIC, and that's anything, everything, ice cream, soda, fucking alcohol. I think even
cigarettes.
I think you can,
cigarettes. Everything that's bad for you can buy. Fruits and vegetables, of course. Just you can't buy hot food. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
And we were told today because we were going to
Another
go on.
damn egg sandwich again.
We were gonna go on it, and then the nurse was just like, "Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, you have to make under this amount." And Amanda just looked at me, looked at her, went, "Not qualified for it." It's like shit. But they tell you at the hospital, apply for it. They said doesn't matter
for WIC.
Yeah, they tell you they don't.
Yeah.
They tell you don't matter. Just apply for it and try to see if, because they'll give you certain. They might still give you a little bit, just to help you out while the baby's being born and stuff like that. So
Sign up for all the baby things.
Yeah.
Pampers, Huggies, Similac, Enfamil, all of them. They send you coupons and all this stuff all the time. On Pampers, there's an app and then you can scan the little QR code on the Pampers, and it accumulates, so you get money off your Pampers.
Exactly.
Just
I
so
know
you
someone who lost his job. He got maybe $250 a month for himself, if that. Yep.
Yeah, these are people who are just. This is why they're coming here. They're not coming here. Some of them are coming here just like the homeless thing. A lot of people are homeless because they choose to be homeless. But they're coming here because they were told they were going to get a free lunch, and Joe Biden told everybody that when he was debating Trump. He said he told people to fucking come here. And why do you think everybody else, all these documentaries we see about down at the border? Oh no, we vote for Joe Biden. How do you vote? Oh no, we gonna vote for Joe Biden. We gonna vote for Joe Biden. Joe Biden love us. Trump no good. Trump wanted to send us back. Joe Biden wanted us here. Who told them that?
Yep.
Isn't it California who's trying to sign in a bill to that the government will pay $150,000 for illegals to buy a home?
So what it was
but yet one of the biggest things that the debate last night was how there's a housing crisis because we don't have enough homes for the people who are here.
So Gavin Newsom had
Houseway.
Gavin Newsom had to veto it because too many people were fucking getting pissed off about it. So what happened was they were going to give first-time home buyers a credit of, I believe it was somewhere between $50,000 to $150,000, and it was all first-time home buyers. Nancy Pelosi was asked about it, and they said, why are they giving this program to people who are undocumented illegals? Undocumented. Well, everybody should be. If you live in California and you pay your taxes, everybody should be allowed to be in the program. So, I mean, if you're here, then you should be in the program. And I don't remember where I heard it from or anything like that, but I'm hearing one of the reasons why the numbers have come down is because they're taking undocumented people, flying them out to different places, processing them there at that place, giving them ID cards. And once they get their ID card, they can go to the DMV, file for a driver's license. They don't look. It just, all you need at the DMV is an ID, whatchamacallit, like not a social security card, whatever they give you when you enter the country. And you can go to the DMV, you can get a license. And when you go to the DMV, it just asks you, do you want to register to vote? And if you just put yes, that's all it is. Because it asks you on the, especially here in Missouri, it just asks you on the thing. the girl, the lady just the lady's just like, do you want to register to vote? And I was like, yeah. And she says, okay. They don't know. They don't care.
Mhm.
You just as long as you have the identification for your ID, you're registered to vote, and then it's on you once again to not vote if you're not here legally. But once you get that voter registration, you hand it in, and the law states that, well, yeah, they did. Once you get that voter registration, and once you get that the thing, it states that you're supposed to know whether or not you can vote.
But all the
Yeah.
poor don't know where the DMV is.
I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness. I don't know where he was going with it. He's the one that got all the shit that we pulling up.
Mm-hmm. He's like, let me talk about this. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. But we did have stuff about the debate that we
Yeah,
haven't
I'm gonna
even got
bring
to
up.
and talked about and everything.
I'm gonna bring up this other one. That Eric Ebonate one. Let's go ahead and just pull this up. Listen to some of this one. And I think this was about the Russia-Ukraine thing.
I actually met Zelensky a few days before Russia.
He did a shit and get. He's already
Tried
back. I can
through
see him.
force to change territorial boundaries, to defy one of the most important international rules and norms, which is the importance of sovereignty and territorial integrity. And I met with President Zelensky. I shared with him American intelligence about how he could defend himself. Days later, I went to NATO's eastern flank, to Poland and Romania. And through the work that I and others did, we brought 50 countries together to support Ukraine in its righteous defense. And because of our support, because of the...
What?
I hate that she has really nice hair. I say it all the time. She has really nice hair.
Fuck
That's
that.
it. That's all I had to say. It was just really shiny.
Identify its Haitian with how much pussy I be.
Oh God.
Jesus. What up, IPA?
Much love.
I guess all the kids are back in school now because all the old schoolers are coming back. Everybody left this summer, and now everybody's coming back. No, you're just Asian. That's why.
Where is she going?
To support Ukraine in its
yeah.
righteous defense. And because of our support, because of the air defense, the ammunition, the artillery, the javelins, the Abrams tanks that we have provided, Ukraine stands as an independent and free country. If Donald Trump were president, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv right now. And understand what that would mean, because Putin's agenda is not just about Ukraine. Understand why the European allies and our NATO allies are so thankful that you are no longer president and that we understand the importance of the greatest military alliance the world has ever known, which is NATO, and what we have done to preserve the ability of Zelensky and the Ukrainians to fight for their independence. Otherwise, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv with his eyes on the rest of Europe, starting with Poland. And why don't you tell the 800,000 Polish Americans right here in Pennsylvania how quickly you would give up for the sake of favor and what you think is a friendship with what is known to be a dictator who would eat you for lunch.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
I like how he just smiles.
Ukraine tonight. Afghanistan came up in the last hour. I wanted her to respond to something you said earlier, and I'll give you a minute here.
Putin would be sitting in Moscow, and he wouldn't have lost 300,000 men and women, but he would have been sitting in Moscow. Quiet, please. He would have been sitting in Moscow much happier than he is right now. But eventually, he's got a thing that other people don't have. He's got nuclear weapons. They don't ever talk about that. He's got nuclear weapons. Nobody ever thinks about that. And eventually, maybe he'll use them, and maybe he hasn't been that threatening, but he does have that. Something we don't even like to talk about. Nobody likes to talk about it. But just so you understand, they sent her to negotiate peace before this war started. 3 days later, he went in and he started the war because everything they said was weak and stupid. They said the wrong things. That war should have never started. She was the emissary. They sent her in to negotiate with Zelensky and Putin, and she did. And the war started 3 days later. And that's the kind of talent we have with her. She's worse than Biden. In my opinion, I think he's the worst president in the history of our country. She goes down as the worst vice president in the history of our country. But let me tell you something. She is a horrible negotiator. They sent her in to negotiate. As soon as they left, Putin did the invasion.
True.
Well, and one other thing that's not even like still not talked about though too, wasn't it? Boris Johnson went in there. They had a peace agreement all set up, and then nope, shit popped off. And
Three. They
yeah,
had
and
three.
she's like, oh yeah, Europe and NATO, they're just so happy that you're not in there anymore. Yeah, because they don't have to pay their fair share anymore, and they can suck off our teat again. Of
Right.
course they're happy he's not in there because you guys didn't go in there like a freaking bulldozer and like push people out of their way and say, listen, and called them out on their shit.
And I'm sorry.
Can we get out of NATO, please?
I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I wish we would. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it that it's fucking retarded to think that Putin is gonna go beyond what he's trying to do in Ukraine. You really think he's gonna try and take over a whole bunch of Europe and shit? No. He's not that fucking retarded. Maybe he's a piece of shit, but he's not fucking dumb. He won't be able to do that.
Well, here's another thing though too, is that under this, and this, I don't even know why this hasn't even been brought up or anything like that, because since Biden and the Biden administration has got in, the BRICS has expanded.
Jay's talking about sucking teats. I'm paying attention.
I have to get your attention somehow. You want to get out, but I just keep pulling you back in.
Dude, that's exactly. NATO has shown basically no return on investment. Yes, exactly.
So
they weren't even fucking. None of the allies were paying anything. That's one thing I give Trump is that he told them all to fuck off if you ain't paying. Like that. That's the way it should be.
They're paying half of the percentage that they promised to pay into.
So we're paying $860 billion. It says 860,000, but I think it's 860 billion because the defense per capita in 2023 was 2,490, whatever per person, I guess. But I don't know. But if you look at that, so 2,490. Canada, go to Canada. 728 per capita. France, 851 per capita. Spain, $400 per capita. Romania, 446. Turkey, 181. Finland, 1304. The only one that's they're 3.9. Poland, 3.9% of their GDP goes to NATO.
Yeah, because they're
And
about
we're
to get
second.
invaded all the time. Of course they're going to pay. They're like, listen, we're doing our fair share. You got to come save our ass.
Yeah, and we're second. But look, they're 4%, and they're $755 per capita. We're 2,490. Nobody comes close to what we pay.
Mm-hmm.
So Donald Trump was right. Fuck all of them. Pull every one of our troops out of everywhere.
And that's exactly it. Why do we need to be the world police? We don't need to be. It's fucking bullshit. Like, that's one of the biggest things that I always thought that Dane Cook really hit on one of his comedic acts when he was like, what do you want America to get drunk again and knock on your door? Like, hey country, hey, we're knocking on the door again. Like, what the fuck? Why do we need to keep doing that bullshit? That's what makes us look like pieces of shit in America. It's not us, but it's our fucking government.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Part of me feels like we were made to, like, once everything kind of settled down and, everyone wanted to get rid of the Constitution the second that it was signed, that we were kind of made to be basically, I don't know why the leprechaun with the pot just came to my head. We're like the leprechaun with the pot of gold, and like everyone is just like taking it.
Yeah.
And we were made to be that because our economy is what Hollywood and being the currency for trade.
Right. Well, no, exactly. Well, and the
And
the
that's
one
why
thing,
BRICS coming to power is
right.
gonna fuck us over.
Well, and that's like one argument I had with my liberal friend about, like, he was like, America doesn't need to be number one, and I'm like, well, wrong, because the IMF is based on the American dollar, hence the petrodollar, which brings all of us good and also the rest of the world to a certain standard. And if that goes away, America fucking falters big time, then we will become highly inflated and fucked.
And we're losing
Right.
it.
Yeah, and if you don't
And
want us to be number one, who's gonna be in, and how is that gonna help any of us? Like, I'm
and if the
sorry, but we have to
petrodollar
be
is
number
going
one
to
in a
shit the
way.
way that it is, we need to be more energy sufficient for
Mhm.
ourselves more than
Mhm.
ever. And they're doing everything that they can to not, which bringing up in the debate when they brought up when Trump had brought up the second that Biden came in, he canceled the Keystone pipeline deal, but was like, "Oh, it's okay for the Nord Stream 2 pipeline." Well, a report came out this week that for the first time
Eventually.
Germany got more of its energy from Russia and everything than it did than itself, or from other places or whatever. And all
Mhm.
I'm saying is that so you have these countries like the NATO's and this and that or whatever, and like trying to like slap us on the wrist for shit while they're getting their energy supply from Russia. And you've
Mhm.
got Russia and China fighting each other over freaking Africa and building up nuclear plants like it's their freaking job right now.
Right.
And we're fighting over who has, the cleanest asshole.
Right. Well, and like even with like BRICS and whatever else building itself up, like, why can't other countries build themselves up enough to equate to the American dollar instead of breaking us down to where we have to equate to other shit? Like, that's what I don't get.
Because it's a new world order. It's a new
Yeah.
world order. I mean,
Yeah.
it's what they want to
At
do. They
the
want to break.
at the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah, they want to
What
break
is
us all down until until we are not. We don't
Until
have
we're
any
all living
power.
in human settlements, as
Yeah.
Agenda 2030 says.
Yeah. Well, what is it? The something road initiative that China's doing, Bilton Road?
The Hershey Highway.
No. That's what you're going to be doing later.
Yeah.
But no, what is it?
He's like,
China's
maybe.
trying to build a road or a highway in the Middle East. Is it the Belt and Road? Belt something, I don't know, something like that. But I don't but China builds all the time, all this shit all the time, and their economy isn't that great right now though, but they're doing stuff. They're
Right.
fucking shit up for everybody. No, the Silk Road was the internet thing with what's his name? Ross.
China's Belt and
Ulrich.
Road Initiative.
Yeah, Belt and Road Initiative.
Belt and Road Initiative. That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyway, hon, did you see there's actually a documentary about the Silk Road?
Is it really?
Yeah, it's the darknet, man.
China's massive Belt Road Initiative. China's colossal infrastructure investments may usher in a new era of trade and growth for economies in Asia and beyond. But skeptics worry that China is laying out a debt trap for borrowing governments.
But now, because you have Middle East countries now buying into the BRICS and not and deciding not to use the USD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Look here, sometimes referred to as the New Silk Road.
Yeah, that's why I always get it mixed up. Like I'm just like
So the summary: the Belt and Road Initiative is a massive China-led infrastructure project that aims to stretch around the globe. Some analysts see the project as a disastrous expansion of China's power in the United States to struggle to offer a competing vision. The initiative has stoked opposition in some Belt and Road countries that have experienced debt crisis. So yeah.
Well, and that's what's happening is that there's all these countries that are going into debt and China saying, "Hey, I will buy your debt." So then you have a lot of countries in Africa who are having like a boom in Chinese population. And also you see in Mexico and in Central America. Have you seen those those videos in the documentaries of people that are like moving through to get to the border, and then they stop, and then it's like a whole town. It's a bunch of like Asian or Chinese people.
No,
They're oh my God, yeah.
Mhm.
Like they are going all these different places and have a plan in place.
I know. I have to. You have to send me that documentary on the news, the Silk
Yeah.
Road. I
mean,
love
we
stuff
had to
like
shut down. There was like Confucius institutes all throughout the United States that had to get shut down. There was
Oh,
one
mhm.
in Texas, and then what? A freaking there was like professors in Harvard who was working with the Chinese government before COVID and stuff, and then also there was like 2 Canadian people who were who had ties to China and stuff, and then just came out. Who was it who had an
Kathy
assistant or
Hochul.
something?
Kathy Hochul.
Kathy Hochul's number
Mhm.
2. Who does she work for? China. Like, you know.
Yep, exactly.
Listen, all I know is Confucius say go to bed with itchy ass, wake up with smelly finger. That's all I know
Yeah.
about Confucius.
Very true.
But if you want to know who's in the pocket of the millionaires and billionaires, the following 88 business leaders have endorsed Kamala Harris for president with the following letters. All these.
Roger Altman, is that the guy that does the eyeball thing, the eyeball scanner? No,
Evercore?
that's Sam Altman. Sorry.
You
Wrong
know
person.
the weirdest things. The eyeball scanner.
Yeah, it's uh Coin World or something like that. He has this eyeball scanner. That's how people will be able to get onto the internet. And there's people lined up all in Europe to get their eyeball scanned for that shit.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I know about that.
This is modern monetary theory. Money printer go burr to fund the government projects and infrastructure. It makes everything look great. People have jobs. People have money. Money gets put back in the economy until you're out of projects, which is where China is domestically now. They want to expand it in the rest of the world because they ran out of shit to build. Exactly, homie.
And yes, and China right now has whole towns and stuff that have nobody in them.
And they ripped them
They
bitches
just
down too.
Yes.
Dude, this list is in. Look, the chief executive of E.L. Rothschild.
Yeah.
President of Merck, Bank of America, CEO of Lyft.
Hun, is that Merck like the shipping company Merck or
I think so.
place
Yeah,
where
Ken
people
Franz,
sell
former executive chairman and
body
president of
parts?
Merck. It might be. I think
No,
body parts. No, I think
No. Oh my God. Have you never heard the story about why I stopped researching for a long time?
no.
Okay. I got really into looking at vaccines and the stuff that's in them, and I researched different ingredients, and then I went down a rabbit hole, and I ended up on a website. That's how it always happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up on a website, and it was Merck. It was a Merck website, and you could buy human body parts, body tissue, and things like that, but actual human body parts.
I think I
And
remember you
so
telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped researching for a long time because of that.
Holy shit.
I'm just saying. I found out some weird shit, and I was
See,
like,
and that's the weird thing is that they
"Oh."
want to say that they're all about the people and all that other shit, but yet she's like, and I get what Dave Smith was saying whenever he was trying to be like, he doesn't think Kamala is necessarily communist or whatever else. She's a corporatist, which I get. Yeah, she is a corporatist. Look at all the corporations that are fucking backing her, which is completely opposite of what Democrats are supposed to be about. They're supposed to be about like the middle class and all that, but yet all these corporations are fucking backing her, which doesn't scream middle class one little goddamn bit in any way. So yeah, she is a corporatist, but she also is a Marxist, literal Marxist. Her fucking father was a goddamn Marxist professor. She spews Marxist propaganda. So it's not hard to tell. Yeah,
By the-
Magic Johnson, that fucking retard fucking back her.
But do you notice?
I called him that too. Whenever he backed her after like that one interview or whatever, he started saying she was awesome. I was like, man, you went full retard.
Yeah. Do you notice how many banks there are on here?
Mm-hmm.
There's a shit, but she wants to tell you she's for the people. This is her telling you she's for the people. We endorse Kamala Harris's election as president of the United States. Her election is the best way to support the continued strength, security, and reliability of our democracy and economy. With Kamala Harris in the White House, the business community can be confident that it will have a president who wants American industries to thrive. As a partner, any businessman who will endorse 4 more years of this is not a smart. No, they are. They are. They are, because they know they are going to get away with whatever the fuck they want to get away with.
Right. Which yeah, in a way, but it's only like I can see what he's saying, but I can see what you're saying. They're not smart in the ways of the fact that it's like it's gonna be all about getting like overseas money and other shit, which I mean, I guess it's smart in a way because they're not going to be about America, which means it's not smart in our aspect.
With Kamala Harris in the White House, the business community can be confident that it will have a president who wants American industries to thrive. As a partner to President Biden, Vice President Harris has a strong record of advancing actions to spur business investments in the United States and ensure American businesses can compete and win in the global market. Aren't jobs being taken out of America right now?
Yeah, and especially it's going to happen whenever she wants that 28% fucking corporate tax.
Yeah. She will continue to advance fair and predictable policies that support the rule of law, stability, and a sound business environment. And she will strive to give every American the opportunity to pursue the. No, she won't. No, the fuck she won't. You're telling me the people who charge me for not having enough money in my account, $39 every time my money goes under. You're telling me those people are looking out for my best interest. You're telling me that the CEO of Pepsi, the former CEO of Pepsi, former CEO of Starbucks, Xerox, CEO of Ford, you're telling me all these people have my interest at hand?
Nah, dog.
Well, it's kind of funny how she's like, I'm going to be the president for the small business owner.
Right.
And you have all these huge
Yeah.
corporations.
But what small business is
you.
backing her? Yeah.
Right. So you're talking about the 28% corporate tax. Well, of course she's going to implement that, because what's going to happen is that there's going to actually be a tax write-off if you align to the ESG scores. Hello. So you can't compete. If you have to compete, you're going to have to align with all this ESG stuff, maybe the DEI stuff, because that's how you get special tax breaks that they hate people getting. Okay.
But yeah, she wants to say, oh, for your first year, if you're a new parent, you're going to get $6,000, whatever else. But then what about your taxes after that?
Bro, when
oh wow, first year you get first year you get $6,000. Yeah, but then your taxes after that, you either aren't getting shit or you're fucking owing.
Right.
When Trump said she took all my policies, I'm gonna send her a MAGA hat. I fucking lost it. I lost it. She's gonna do everything. She's taking all my stuff. I'm just gonna send her a MAGA hat.
And look, okay, I'm gonna give my opinion since we're more toward the end, anyways. Opinion on the debate. In my opinion, I thought most of it was lackluster, and neither of them really answered directly because it did seem like a high school kind of fight.
Well, it took once again, she did, and we were talking about it last night, and Ryan was right.
But she did better than I thought she would. I'm not gonna lie.
She had the points and knew what she had talking points.
Yeah.
Like the first question, she didn't even answer it. Like he's like, yeah, American. Well,
That
you
is
know,
true.
I was growing up in Canada, you know, as a coming from a middle class family, I'm just gonna. By the way, this is the same woman who said, when I was 22, I've realized that by the swipe of a pen, I can take your life away. With the swipe of a pen, all I have to do is sign something, and I can put you in jail for 48 hours. I can make your life a living hell. I can take your money, and you may lose your job. And hey, but I'm powerful enough to do it with a swipe of my pen. You don't fucking think she's going to do something like that the first day in office?
Oh, she already said she's for mandatory gun buybacks, which equals confiscation.
Like she knows what. Like you guys really.
Oh, but
think...
wait, she isn't taking anybody's guns, though. Don't worry. Yeah.
No, her and what's his face, or they're her and Tim Walz, they're gun owners, so they would never fuck you. Yeah, guns for me, not for thee. Have we not already known that they do whatever they want? Joe Biden has been told by the Supreme Court 2 times that he's not allowed to do school loan forgiveness. And
Yeah.
what did he do?
Still pushes it through, tries to push it through every time. Yeah.
And then what happens? And then, but Trump doesn't want to get Trump just says he can do whatever he wants and he's going to be a dictator on day one. Now what he said, like, it's just, and the people who eat this shit up, and you know what the thing is it's so tiring being unplugged from the matrix. It's like to explain to somebody about the whole I'm gonna be a dictator.
That's the main thing with that, though, too. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
When they say assault weapons, that's the main thing that they say assault weapons, because it's very vague and it's very encompassing, and it doesn't just apply to said AR-15s or anything like that. And I already know since '86 the Reagan assault ban on fully automatic rifles or fully automatic anything, to be honest. But that's why they say assault weapons, because anything can be an assault weapon. Like this, I'm sorry, but I can assault the motherfucker with this goddamn remote as hard as I want. That becomes an assault weapon.
Yeah.
And there's already been people, we can look it up if we want, but there's already people who've said they just want to get rid of semi-automatic weapons, period.
Biz, what's a semi-automatic weapon?
Your pistol, my SKS, my semi-auto shotgun.
So most of the firearms that are out there nowadays are semi-automatic.
Yeah, even revolvers with single action, those are semi-auto. Because you get as long as you can pull the trigger and you don't have, like my pump action shotgun, that's not semi-auto. Because that's an action that has to go in between, but that's the defining line between things. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they do the wordplay bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Well,
one trigger, one pull. Yeah.
And it's not even that though too, but it's like, okay, well, we're not going to confiscate your guns. We'll just make it extremely difficult for you to own one.
Right.
Well, that's what they do. That's what they did during COVID, where now, like this fucking Georgia case where the kid, they charged the father for buying the son an AR. And we know why. Because the son doesn't fit the fucking description. The son doesn't fit what they wanted. So now it's changed to the father. That's why they're going after the father. They won't go after, what was it? Massachusetts allowed you to go to sue gun manufacturers now if there's a if there's a school shooting.
Yeah.
They're not going to come after. You put a frog in boiling water, it jumps out. You take a frog, put it in water, and turn up the temperature. The frog,
right?
And the frog will sit in the water and just lead to its own demise. And that's what they want to do. They want to be able to get everything around. You're not allowed to import firearms from here. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that.
I can understand the old Democrat regime or whatever trying to just get rid of ARs or the like assault weapon ban, which actually it didn't, like when you look into it, it didn't ban assault rifles as what they said. It didn't actually ban those. It banned certain attachments. It made your rifle illegal if it had 3 or more attachments. You had to take those attachments off, then your gun was legal. That's what the assault weapons ban was of '94. That's all it was. Now what they want to do is take away the AR-15s, and that's the first stepping stone toward getting us toward Australia, because literally Kamala Harris was with the prime minister or whatever of Australia, and she said maybe we should take the same approach that Australia took, and that happened not too long ago. That bitch wants that to happen.
Yeah, listen. The reason why we once again we are the
exactly. If you had a light, an optic, and a collapsible stop, illegal. Yep. but I have a mini Rigger 14, a semi-automatic, 5.56 Fed. Yeah, but it's wooden.
Yeah, that's what's so funny about it. Like they tell you, oh no, the wood stock is fine, but you know, oh we're ending. We're at about the 2-hour mark.
Yeah,
so.
we're about there.
So, but don't forget to follow tomorrow off the podcast. Friday, Memedom Kingdom. Ryan Rogers. He looks like Ryan Reynolds. He's dreamy. Ryan Rogers,
So
Choices Not
dreamy.
Chances. Friday mornings at 5 a.m. He puts out his podcast. Fridays, Memedom Kingdom.
I got lucky with my SKS. I bought it for like $350 and I upgraded it. It's pretty dope. I can't lie.
It's nice. It's nice. I got to shoot it.
Mhm.
Don't forget Saturday is Stupid's Play. Don't forget and then the girls are on Monday now.
Yes.
Mondays and Wednesdays, 11 Eastern. Off label on Tuesdays, 7 Central 8 Eastern, and then we will be back here next Wednesday.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, we will.
Yep.
That's all right.
And anything out besides that?
No,
Nope.
just come hang out. Be cool.
All right.
Be cool,
Well-
everybody. Just be cool.
Don't be a dick nugget.
Hell yeah.
Love
Be
y'all.
cool. Have a good night. And we will see you on Friday for Memedom Kingdom.
Yeah, baby.
Time for some laughs and all that shit. And I hope you all have a good night. Love y'all. Later.
AOC's got big tits.
Yeah, she does.